Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to look at the following WWE news and rumors. The Fiend turns on Alexa Bliss. KT Sackhoff, who appeared on The Mandalorian alongside Sasha Banks, wants to wrestle with Sasha Banks. Roman Reigns praises Kevin Owens' athleticism. And next, Brock Lesnar spotted backstage at the WWE Performance Center. If you are new here, you are welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe. KT Sackhoff, who appeared on The Mandalorian alongside Sasha Banks, has spoken about the respect and admiration she has for the WWE superstar. Sackhoff went one step further and said she would love to be in a tag team with Sasha Banks in a special tag team match. The video clip is from the Star Wars-centered podcast titled The Sith Council with Christian Harloff, who welcomed KT Sackhoff as a guest. Christian Harloff, a former WWE writer and host of the podcast, brought up Sasha Banks. For her part, Sackhoff instantly made clear her admiration for Banks' work ethic and noted how incredibly talented she is. Sackhoff also praised Sasha Banks' physical abilities and confessed she would love to share the ring with the SmackDown Women's Champion. She said, "I really want to fight with Sasha. I want like KT Sackhoff to show up and be her tag team partner for like a WWE match." Sasha Banks reacted to the clip by confessing her love for her co-star KT Sackhoff and how she can't wait to get bangs. Considering that celebrity matches are not out of place in WWE, the possibility of the two pairing up could yet happen. KT Sackhoff and Sasha Banks' characters were essential parts of the second season of The Mandalorian. It's still unclear whether they will return in season 3, but much like the world of WWE, you can never say never in the world of TV. Roman Reigns praises Kevin Owens' athleticism. WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns will defend his Universal title for the third time against Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. The two WWE superstars have been at each other's throats since December, and their feud could finally culminate at the first PPV of 2021. Roman Reigns was supposed to face Adam Pearce in a last man standing match at the Rumble. However, Pearce said that he was not medically cleared to fight due to a nagging knee injury and got out of the match. As such, Pearce brought in Kevin Owens as his replacement for the Universal Championship match. During an interview with Ryan Satin of Fox Sports, Roman Reigns talked about some of the more athletic superstars on WWE's roster. He spoke about how some of them are capable of doing flips and spins in the ring and wondered if he could get Kevin Owens to do such a thing in their upcoming match. "All those guys who can cop that flip, and a lot of our guys are great athletes who can do that. It's just a choice if they want to do it or not. Maybe we'll make Kevin Owens do it. He's like a butterfly or a bumblebee. He can fly, but he looks like he shouldn't. You're like, there's no way he can. Oh, hell, he's flying. Yeah," said Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is all set to defend his WWE Universal Championship against Kevin Owens in a last man standing match at the Royal Rumble. Unless WWE has a big swerve planned, the Tribal Chief will walk out of Rumble as champion and is expected to hold the title up until WrestleMania. There is a lot of speculation about who Reigns could face at the show of shows, with Daniel Bryan, Goldberg, and even Drew McIntyre being named as possible opponents. Next, Brock Lesnar spotted backstage at the WWE Performance Center. Former football player Parker Boudreaux, who has been called the next Brock Lesnar, was reportedly spotted at the WWE Performance Center recently. The story was reported by Fightful via Cageside Seats. Fightful says that Parker Boudreaux, a football player who has an uncanny resemblance to Brock Lesnar, was backstage at this week's NXT. The 22-year-old himself spoke about being interested in a career in pro wrestling in the past. We don't yet know any further details regarding why he visited the WWE Performance Center. Parker Boudreaux commented on his resemblance to Brock Lesnar in an interview with Lucha Libre Online. Here's what he had to say: "I think Brock Lesnar is a tremendous athlete, and while I do take it as a compliment to be told we look alike, I look forward to people getting to see my own unique identity and character in professional wrestling, as well as watch me be my own person. I'm one of a kind." The next big thing. The Fiend turns on Alexa Bliss. The Fiend and Alexa Bliss have been inseparable over the last couple of months, but WWE can't keep this going forever. However, between The Fiend being expected to return to television in the coming weeks and Alexa Bliss starting to gain powers of her own, it seems like this storyline is starting to head forward once again. While that means there is a lot of great storytelling in store for WWE fans, it also may force the company to eventually split the two up somewhere down the road. This might be difficult given how popular the pair is as an attraction, but could be accomplished under the right circumstances. What if WWE had Alexa Bliss do the unthinkable to The Fiend and tried to replace Sister Abigail? Not only would that create instant tension between The Fiend and Alexa Bliss, it also gives the company the chance to tell the full story of The Fiend's guiding light in this world. Sister Abigail has been a centerpiece of the Bray Wyatt gimmick, but not a lot is really known about her. This leaves crucial questions to The Fiend's backstory still unanswered and gives WWE the chance to finally tell the story properly. Alexa Bliss trying to replace Sister Abigail would be the biggest sin that Bliss could commit, and it would make The Fiend very mad and cause them to fight. Not only that, it would create a lot of options for future storylines. It also allows Bliss to stay as a heel character and maybe even retain her powers to some extent. That last part might sound like a stretch, but it all depends on the rules of The Fiend's powers and how long they affect other people.